like a Hellcat.
Before we get started, I have a favor. If you enjoy my content and want to see me continue to improve in both quality and size, please check out my Patreon linked in the description. Any amount helps and it is greatly appreciated. There are so many rewards for each level of donation, so go check it out. Now back to the video. Hey guys, this is EmeraldAvenger, and today Jeff Kaplan and the Overwatch team released the first developer update of 2020, and there was a lot in it, so without any further ado, let's get into it. Starting off, Jeff Kaplan is talking about how they're going to change the balance philosophy of the game. This is starting with something called an experimental card. Well, the experimental card is something that is on live servers that works like a testing ground for very experimental gameplay and hero changes. And it is not only exclusive to hero and balance changes, it will include potential game mode changes, potential like actual software changes for the game itself, and it will not be reserved exclusively to balance changes. This I am really excited for, especially whenever I played only on console. I never got access to the PTR. Whenever I finally get Overwatch on PC, I was able to get access to the PTR, but even though I have transitioned almost all the way over to PC, having access to the experimental tab, which should be starting up in the next couple weeks according to Jeff Kaplan, will make it a lot easier than having to update the next PTR every so often, especially since the next thing that I'm going to say, it'll just be easier not to have to constantly be updated the PTR in order to get access to these experimental, not necessarily confirmed to come to the full game, definitely just an experimental phase changes, and I'm just really excited for that feature. But coming up next is the new development cycle. What will be going to the PTR, because the PTR will still be used. What the PTR will be now, instead of like an experimental thing, it is like, oh, this is a snapshot of what we'll be getting in the final update. And yeah, they're also planning on doing them a lot quicker, a lot more aggressive, and will be willing to take back changes that did not work well. So we could get changes that stay on live for like a week and then they're removed because people didn't think that they're good. Because what the PTR is it's almost guaranteed that everything on the PTR is going to make it to live. Now, when it comes to heroes and new heroes, I'm not actually sure how they will manage that, because heroes do need to be on the PTR for a lot longer, just to get them all tested and balanced out. Now, something they could do in the experimental tab is have like a blank character where they test like an ability at a time. Like, let's say before Brig was added, they could have her whip shot as just on this blank character, and attached to that one ability is like this ranged CC ability where you just whip it out and it throws somebody away from you. I feel like a system like that could be really cool for them to slowly tease and test heroes, or just to test abilities that they are very early in the phase of developing a hero on. I could see something like that happening, though not as likely. I do think heroes will remain on the PTR for several weeks, instead of like going to live the week that they are, well, revealed. Speaking of heroes, on top of like the aggressive development cycle that they're going to have now, we are also going to get hero pools. Yes, you heard that. It is hero bans, except it requires more effort from the developers instead of requiring effort from the players themselves. Hero pools are literally developer-controlled hero bans, but they will be introduced in the next season, and according to Jeff Kaplan, the hero pools will change weekly. So each week you'll get a new set of heroes. This could mean that one week we get the entirety of the double barrier band, and we'll have to go like Ryan Zarya or Ryan Diva or something like that. Or the next week we'll get bunker banned. It means we'll continue to have to go Ryan Zarya or Ryan Diva. Or dive gets banned and we'll have to go Ryan Zarya or double barrier. There's a lot of options for this. I think that this system will be good. However, I do think it could use some adjustments. I do think that the time span, it might be a little... There just needs to be some changes. Maybe he did make the comment that they might do it like every single match as a different hero pool, which I would actually be a lot happier with it being match to match. Every single hero is different. Of course, you couldn't announce hero pools if that was how it worked. I think they're going to announce hero pools at the beginning of every week or something like that. But I think like the every other or the every game that you play, it's a different hero pool, or potentially someone suggested every 2 weeks. Which I believe if it gets anywhere like above 2 weeks, you'll start getting just like monthly metas. and they will stagnate for that month. But this whole change is just to prevent the meta from stagnating. It's to prevent, well, from getting boring. It's to force people onto more characters, force people to be more comfortable playing more characters, and I entirely agree with this. This system will potentially help to get rid of one-tricks and help to get rid of all the stagnant metas that we've been dealing with for the past, how many seasons, how many years since GOATs? Actually, since Dive, because Dive was pretty stagnant. Overwatch has always had an issue. I think this is a step in the right direction. However, I do think hero bans are the best option in the end. Maybe whenever we have more heroes, we'll get an actual hero ban system, but as of right now, we are not getting that. In addition to these more major changes, there are a couple more smaller, less significant changes. Firstly, there is a update to the replay system. They're making them a little more improved. They're allowing you to pin specific replays so you can go back and like have it saved so it doesn't get overwritten as you play more matches. And they're also working on, down the road, a way to share these replays, which I am really looking forward to. I'm pretty sure Unit Lost and Silos are really looking forward to that. I think they're going to really enjoy that. There's also a long-awaited overhaul to the career profile coming. Of course, they're doing a full overhaul in Overwatch 2, but they are doing some changes leading up to Overwatch 2. The one that he mentioned specifically is being able to organize player icons, which I know a lot of people have been asking for this for a while. I'm not in that people that's been asking it for a while, but I guess I'm fine with it either way. He also did mention that they are, though they can't talk about any specifics, having some cheat prevention and cheat detection systems coming down the line, and they'll be within the next couple patches. So let's summarize. We're getting the experimental card onto live servers, which will pop up every once in a while whenever they have some experimental changes they want community feedback and community testing on. We have a confirmed more aggressive and more frequent development cycle, meaning more, bigger, better, and quicker changes that could potentially be reverted after they have already been pushed to live or even before they make it to live. We're also getting hero pools. Like it or not, this is a step towards what I do think is an ideal hero ban system. I think this is their stepping stones to it, and this system is probably still going to be experimental anyway and is only going to be reserved to the competitive playlist. We're also getting some minor changes to the career profile, as well as some quality of life improvements to the replay system, as well as a future ability to share replays. And as always, there is a push for anti-cheat, but Blizzard will not give us any details on that until they have finalized everything. I may do a video later this week or earlier next week talking about all the different changes that are coming more detailed, but for right now, this is just a summary of what we've been told today in the developer update. What do you guys think? Are you excited for the experimental tab? Are you excited, or are you dreading the fact that your character might be banned for a week? What are you guys' thoughts? Feel free to tell me in the comment section down below. As always, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Follow me on all my socials. Keep up to date with my channel. Go to my Discord, join the conversation. Go to my Patreon if you feel like supporting me. This is Matt the EmeraldAvenger. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Peace out.